Hello, and welcome to the Women's Council of Realtors webinar on SoMoLo. Are you social, mobile, and local? My name is Marki and I will be your presenter today. I know sometimes we wonder, how can we generate more business? So rather than sitting at a trade show for hours on end, maybe sitting at an open house or setting up a display in hopes that targeted consumers will complete a form that we can now call them back, there's something a lot simpler that we can use in our business. We can use the technology of the internet for lead generation. But real estate is a very local business. And as real estate professionals, we're often out in the field running from place to place. The beautiful thing is now we can utilize our mobile device to be social and dominate our local communities. So are you social, mobile, and local? There are numerous tools that I use daily in my business, but my mobile device is the one thing I can't leave home without. Maybe you might remember that American Express advertisement that was out, I want to say 20 years ago, so I guess I'm telling my age. Never leave home without it. Well, guess what? Today, our mobile devices is never leave home without it. Everything that I do on the internet, at home on my computer or from my tablet, I can do from my mobile device. Actually, my mobile device is more proficient than the first computer I had back in 1988. So what can I do with my mobile device? I can use local mobile applications like Foursquare and Yelp. They allow me to check in to restaurants and venues throughout the world. I could use things like PhotoGrid, Instagram, and Flickr to share my photos, and then I can share that content with Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. So as you take a look at your screen, you're actually seeing a screenshot of my mobile device and the different mobile apps that I use. That also includes things that I use to be productive, like Dropbox and Evernote. And I believe in a concept of create once, post everywhere. And so I'm actually going to show you the benefits of being able to do that. Foodie is a really big thing in the country. Everybody talks about the food that they eat. And people often will joke, why do you post pictures of your food? Well, I'm going to show you numerous benefits to being able to do that. One, I eat at a lot of places for free as a result of checking in to restaurants. I get discounts at Whole Foods. I get free reusable bags. I get free hummus off of Belly. And so the list of benefits go on and on and on. So from your mobile device, imagine that you take a photo of the lunch that you're going to eat today. Instantly, I can share that photo from my Instagram mobile application with Facebook, Flickr, Foursquare, Twitter, and Tumblr. I have to use a third-party application to push that photo over to Pinterest. Okay, so I've taken a picture of the great food I'm eating at a local restaurant. And with a few taps of my mobile device, I am now sharing that content. If I don't like how the picture came out, at the bottom left-hand side, I could actually add a filter. And then at the top, I push the blue arrows, and it takes me to the next screen. Well, what you'll see on the right-hand side in the middle, it says Share. I can set up my mobile device to share all of my Instagram photos with Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Flickr, and Foursquare. And I simply tap the green check mark at the top. But what you'll see is I have used a description that includes the word Chicago and a hashtag so that that word can be indexed, and when people are searching for things on Chicago, hopefully they will find my photo. Now, sometimes I share with all of the sites, Sometimes I pick and choose which ones that I want to share with. On this particular day, I was sharing it with Twitter, Flickr, and Tumblr. And I share everything with Flickr because of the search engine optimization values that the Flickr website has for photo sharing. So you click on your green check mark. That means that now this information is being syndicated to all of these different sites. Well, here's an example. I checked in on Twitter, right? So I'm at Chant Restaurant in Hyde Park. Well, what happens? A restaurant down the street from Chant that's also on Twitter says to me, called the Lighthouse Whole Grill, Marki Lemons, next time you're in Hyde Park, stop by the Lighthouse Grill and receive 10% off your next meal. That means that I've received a 10% discount from checking in to a restaurant down the street, and they retweeted that information. So people are starting to understand that maybe I hang out in the Hyde Park area. I could use keywords like real estate in my check-in if I was at a showing or listing appointment. And so you want to start utilizing your local community to get things like discounts. And this is not all that I've received just as a result of checking in. Another photo that I loaded to Instagram that I shared with Flickr comes up #1, page 1 of Google. So if you were to go and do a Google search for #1 short sale training, one of my photos actually comes up #1, page 1 of Google. So imagine you start sharing the photos from your listing appointments or photos from things that you see in the community in which you serve, and you mark them properly. Your photos can come up #1 on page 1 of Google as well. Another thing is that I like to share my Instagram photos on Facebook. So as you can see, I have these black boxes, and this lets me know how many people actually like and how many people actually comment on my photos. So at the top center, I have a photo from college that I loaded. It got 47 likes and 39 comments. If you come under there, it's a photo of my husband and I. We were in Punta Cana, and you can see I got 67 likes and 19 comments. So some of them you might only get 11 likes, but now I've taken that same information, I've created once, posted everywhere, and I'm getting engagement across all of the different social networking channels. I might have turned off my mobile device by now, but people are still liking and commenting on something I might have done, 6 hours ago. The question I have for you is, how much did this cost you? I took a photo at a restaurant I was going to eat at in my local community. I shared that information with the tap of my mobile device. I have now gotten better SEO on Google that cost me nothing. I've gotten a 10% discount, and I have people engaging with me on Facebook. That is the value of being social, mobile, and local, but more importantly, utilizing the right tools to engage people across multiple platforms. I would like to thank you for attending this webinar from the Women's Council of Realtors. Have a great day and good